with yet another DJs BrewTube beer review. And that's right, we got the Heavy Seas hat on. You know what that means. It's time to go local. That's right, we're drinking another local beer, because you know what DJ's down for, supporting the local craft beer brewers. Yeah. Anyways, what beer are we going to support the craft beer brewers with tonight? We're going to get none other than Heavy Seas out of Baltimore, Maryland, US of A, and we're going to have their Red Sky at Night. Now, Red Sky at Night is a Saison. It's a rotating serving from like July to September almost every year. In 2012, they only made a really little tiny bit of it because they were making a lot of changes at the brewery. And back in, I think, about maybe 2010 or something like that, this was the very first Saison I've ever had. Now, I had it in 2011 again, and I was reviewing then, but I wasn't doing video reviews when I had this beer. So, this particular beer is a cellared version. This is a 2011 vintage. How do you know? Because right on the front of all Heavy Seas bottles, there's a clear date right on the front of it. And it says, best by November, 2011. And it's way past November 2011. So, how's it going to be? I don't know. Saisons are supposed to cellar well. I really liked this beer when I had it before. My palate's changed a lot. I've had a lot of Saison since I've had this one. So, you know what? We're going to have to dig into it and see what we got. The stats that I can tell you right off the bat that haven't changed is it was 7.5% ABV, 17.5 IBUs, and they're using, I think, what was it, like French Strisselspalt hops, pale malt, two-row, and wheat malt in this beer. So, you know what, without further ado, let's get the crown popped on this bad boy, get it in the glass, and see what we got going on. Nice hiss off 2-year-old beer, plenty of smoke coming off the bottle. Lovely Heavy Seas artwork. Let's see what we got. Nice color. Get a little aggressive, see what kind of head we can get on it. Alright. So, if I recall correctly, this wasn't a gigantic head monster when it was new. When I swirl it, right off the bat, we get plenty of alcohol legs, a little bit of clingy lacing, looks like it wants to grab to the side. We got about a half-finger head of tight on the end and sudsy in the center bubbles. Maybe that's the 2 years of age almost that have been put on it. It's a nice golden amber color, mildly hazy, and we've got some active bubbles coming up from the bottom. Take a look at that, guys. It's a pretty nice looking beer. Fairly stereotypically Saison-ish, but a little bit darker than a good bit of them that I've had. Let's get a nose on this, see what we've got going on. Very vinous, like a lot of white wine sort of aroma. Caramel malt. Floral hop. I don't remember this being really hoppy. Floral hop. And the slightest bit of sort of like raisiny, like dark fruit smell, but I imagine that's from the age and the age that's on this yeast. So, I'm right thirsty. We've had our workout and all that good stuff in today. Let's see what we've got going on. Cheers. Wow. Nice. Nice, smooth, velvety carbonation in it. Medium thin body, which you expect from a Saison. The flavors I'm getting are that funky Saison sort of yeast spiciness, like a clovey sort of spiciness. It's a wine sort of taste, like almost like a white wine kind of taste to it as well. Like I said, real vinous. Floral hop in there, and then like a malt sweetness. I don't know if I'd call it caramel, but a malt sweetness in there. Let me take another taste. Real clean, dry, wine-like finish. This tastes like some of the ciders that I've made almost. But it's got that spiciness and everything. It's like almost like the ciders that I made when I put like clove and stuff into them in a spice addition. Real tasty beer, goes down real easy. It's quite refreshing, which you know, a Saison is supposed to be. Really tasty. Like, and I keep repeating myself, it's hard to describe this beer because of the age that's on it. There's no staleness or anything like that. It's just a real tasty brew. And a little bit of warming going down the chest, and I'd say no taste of alcohol though in the taste of it itself, just warming effect. So, all in all, I think a really tasty beer. So, back in the day, or in its fresh state, Rate Beer gives this one a 71, and Beer Advocate gives it 83. I think cellared, it's elevated above that. I'm going to give this a full-on B+. I'm going to give it an 87. I feel like I've been grading a lot of stuff B+ lately. Anyway, maybe I'm choosing beers better. I don't know, but this beer cellars like a frickin' champ. They say don't cellar it past November 2011, but obviously I've done so because it's nearly 2 years old, just like a couple months shy of 2 years old. So, anyways, guys, thanks a million for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. You know, and we got to do something important. We got to think globally. We got to drink locally. Hell, I'm drinking locally today. I'm drinking fucking Heavy Seas, and I'm down in my basement. That's local as you're going to get. Down the street from me, like 10 minutes. We got to support the craft beer movement, help guys like Heavy Seas keep growing and the other craft brewers out there. And I want you to know that I appreciate each and every one of you. If there's a beer you want me to review, let me know, especially if it's a local beer, because you know I'm down with that shit. You know what? Until the next time, like I said, that's a big, I don't know what I got to do. Oh yeah, I got to give you a big peace out.